Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to address you at this virtual session of the pre-summit of the UN Food System Summit today. The right to food is a fundamental human right. Even as governments act individually to safeguard this right for their people, they must broaden their understanding of the complexities of the global food system. Transforming this system is an essential part of the adaptations we must make to sustain humanity and our planet. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has greatly increased our awareness that we all share one deeply interconnected world. Even though humanity is socially, politically, and economically diverse, the key challenges it faces are all universal. These cannot be faced by individual nations alone. They must be addressed collectively if they are to be overcome. Decisive, urgent, multilateral action is needed for us to ensure world food security. Mitigate climate change, strengthen ecological conservation, combat loss of biodiversity, and ensure that people everywhere can sustainably achieve their aspirations. The challenges ahead are daunting. However, governments must be unwavering in their resolve to overcome them. In April of this year, Sri Lanka banned the import of artificial fertilizers, pesticides, and weedicides. This decision took into consideration broad ecological concerns as well as clear and present public health concerns. Over the course of many decades, Sri Lanka had become overly dependent on artificial fertilizers and agrochemical for its produce. Decades of overuse led to excess fertilizer and agrochemicals contaminating the land and seeping into the groundwater. This worsened environmental degradation, water pollution, and caused increased greenhouse gas emissions. It also led to widespread chronic health problems in the country's farming heartland and contributed to increased incidence of non-communicable disease amongst the public. My government's decision to ban artificial fertilizers and agrochemicals was in response to these serious issues. Despite teething problems that must be overcome in the short term, this decision will enable a much needed national transition to a healthier, more ecologically sound system of organic agriculture in the long run. My government will support our farmers and agribusinesses as this transition takes place. We also greatly welcome the support of the international community in this endeavor. Sri Lanka has a rich agricultural heritage deeply entwined with its ancient hydraulic civilization that spanned thousands of years. Sustainable organic agriculture is not new to us, but a historic practice we seek to revitalize with new scientific advances and management techniques in collaboration with our partners. We invite multilateral organizations, governments, climate funds, technical bodies and experts and businesses to help strengthen domestic production capacity of organic fertilizer, farming and exports through knowledge sharing, technology transfer and investment. Through these improvements, I am confident that Sri Lanka will be able to sustainably transform its food system and ensure greater food security and nutrition for its people. Sustainable agriculture, food security and nutrition are key to achieving the UN's Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. That these goals were unlikely to be achieved on time even before the COVID-19 pandemic is a matter of great concern. In this context, the vital work of the Committee on the World Food Security in driving global policy, convergence on these critical issues is very commendable and must be encouraged. In concluding, I hope that Sri Lanka's example will help inspire more countries to take the bold steps required to sustainably transform the world food system to ensure food security and nutrition for our future generations. Thank you.